Hi guys, today's video is all about quiet luxury perfumes. First and foremost, I strongly believe that not all luxury needs to be loud. Sometimes the most unforgettable fragrances are the ones that stay close. They're usually soft yet refined, effortlessly elegant without trying too hard. And this kind of scent profile is one of my favorite DNAs. So having said that, you will see a lot of woody and green vanilla scents in today's video. Starting off, no surprise, with my number one favorite perfume out of my almost 500 perfume collection, and this is Angelique Noire by Guerlain. In my opinion, this is the perfect scent to represent quiet luxury. Basically, this is a very green vanilla forward scent that is just extremely refined. Angelique Noire opens up green and a little bit fresh and tangy because of the pear note, and then as it dries down, the vanilla become more prominent, and that greenness coming from the Angelica gave this fragrance that sophisticated green vanilla combo that to me is quite unforgettable. I will never forget the first time I tried this perfume. I was in Dubai duty free and I bought it on the spot. That's how much hooked I was in it from first spray. And even until now, my love for this perfume didn't change at all. After owning a lot of fragrances, I still go back to Angelique Noire every time there is like a special occasion coming up. As a matter of fact, I wore Angelique Noire last Easter Sunday, and yeah, the feeling is the same. It's very quiet, luxury, green vanilla scent that I think is even signature worthy. I love this perfume so much because I love the fact that it is not that loud. However, it gives me the feeling of being ultra refined. I just love how Guerlain does their vanilla fragrances. There is something about how they do specifically green vanilla that makes you feel instantly elegant. And yeah, that's how I feel about Angelique Noire. And this is definitely my number one in today's list. Performance, as mentioned, is not beastly. However, it will give you a beautiful scent bubble the entire wear time. Also, I find this fragrance to be feminine leaning. Next up is a newly discovered perfume that has become one of my favorite discoveries this year. And this perfume is called Santal de Banda. This is an extrait de parfum by Parfum. I received this perfume in PR. I didn't know what to expect, to be honest. However, the moment I sprayed it on, I fell in love because this is my type of scent. Definitely an addictive, spicy, woody scent. It smells so good. I immediately got the cardamom. However, it is somehow supported by something addictive and sweet, and it is the praline. Oh, as this fragrance dries down, it becomes sweeter and woodier. I love the fact that the woods in here are sweetened by praline. So it's not a typical sugary kind of sweetness. It has an addictive, fluffy texture coming from the whipped cream, vanilla, and creamy sandalwood. If you are into woody scents, however, you love like a sweet woody scent that smells addictive, I highly recommend you checking out Santal de Banda. This is definitely in my top 3 discoveries of 2026 so far. Santal de Banda is created by master perfumer Chris Carbonell. Anyway guys, this perfume is fantastic. If I can think of a fragrance that reminds me of it, I will say Gris Chanel by BDK, but make it more ultra refined, more addictive, and creamier. The whipped cream and praline combo added to the palisander rosewood and creamy sandalwood in here gave this fragrance that addictive yet ultra refined quality. If you think we have the same taste in fragrances, I highly recommend you checking out Santal de Banda. This perfume lasts for a very long time. Very strong projection for the first 3 hours until it becomes moderate. This will leave a scent trail everywhere you go, guys. It's absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I hope more people will talk about this fragrance because Santal de Banda had me in a chokehold. This is definitely an ultra refined, creamy, spicy, sweet, woody scent of my dreams. I find this fragrance unisex, and you will definitely see me featuring this perfume in a lot of my videos because that's how much I love it. All right, next up is a new addition to my perfume collection. I bought this fragrance because I was influenced by you guys. There's a lot of you telling me to check Vanilla Planifolia by Chloe. This is their private line. And guys, let me tell you, I have tried this perfume in duty free before. However, I didn't feel that much connection with it, probably because I was testing a lot of fragrances. However, now that I own it, guys, I definitely understand what's the hype all about. This is another green vanilla scent, however, soft and refined. I know I mentioned refined a couple of times already in today's video because the fragrances that I'm featuring today are definitely refined scents. And yeah, Vanilla Planifolia is one of them. I love how green and sweet and clean it smells like. I will say that these two can be mother and daughter. If you love Angelique Noire, you will definitely love Vanilla Planifolia as well. If Angelique Noire is like a special occasion kind of scent, Vanilla Planifolia is giving casual and more everyday kind of scent. Vanilla Planifolia is definitely green vanilla. However, it has that soft, spicy nuances in the background, along with vanilla orchid that gave this fragrance a strong feminine touch. If I can describe Vanilla Planifolia in one word, I think it will be ethereal. Like I can imagine a fairy like goddess wearing Vanilla Planifolia. It is soft, elegant, ultra refined. The more it dries down on the skin, the more it becomes woody. So I would say the final dry down is more of like green vanilla, soft spices and wood. It is perfectly balanced in this fragrance. Vanilla Planifolia smells like the nicest girl in the room. Yeah, that is the vibe. A very pretty, quiet, luxury kind of scent. Performance, I would say, is around 4 to 5 hours with moderate to soft projection, and I find this fragrance to be feminine leaning. Next up is one of my favorite rice centered perfumes in my collection, and this is Santal Basmati by Affinessence. Guys, this fragrance is an epitome of quiet luxury office edition. So if you're looking for a quiet luxury fragrance to use on a daily basis, to go to the office, I highly recommend you checking out Santal Basmati. This has an ultra refined rice basmati note that is very addictive. I will say the main note that I'm getting aside from rice is iris. So the iris in here is quite fresh and a little bit earthy, probably because it has a patchouli as well. So this is more of like a creamy rice, sandalwood, and earthy iris and patchouli combo. It is absolutely beautiful. I love how the basmati rice is interpreted in this fragrance as it is ultra soft, addictive, clean smelling, and refined. If you love rice notes in fragrances, I think Santal Basmati is a must try because it is really good. I would say amongst all the rice fragrances that I own in my collection, Santal Basmati is the most quiet luxury type of rice scent that I own. That's how beautiful this fragrance is. Ultra creamy, soft rice, iris, and patchouli combo that I think is very likable and very office friendly. Performance wise, I will say this lasts me around 4 to 5 hours with moderate to soft projection. This really stays close to the skin, but I think that's the magic of it. Once again, Santal Basmati by Affinessence, and I find this fragrance to be feminine leaning. All right, when I think of quiet luxury, I actually have like this neroli and orange blossom combo in mind. So the next perfume that I'm gonna feature is mainly with that combo. This is California Blossom by Maison Violet. And guys, basically, this is a beautiful neroli, orange blossom, petitgrain, iris, and white musk combo. This is actually my scent of the day and I'm loving it so much. Let me top up. So this fragrance opens up quite green and citrusy. I definitely get the neroli and petitgrain combo in the beginning. There's no kind of sweetness or whatever, just green and citrus. And then as it dries down, the ultra soft orange blossom, ylang ylang, and iris combo peeks through, giving this fragrance that beautiful floral touch. The final dry down of this fragrance is a very clean smelling orange blossom, iris, neroli, and white musk that I love so much. So I will say if you are into clean smelling musk scents, but at the same time you love green, neroli, and petitgrain combo as well, then I highly recommend you California Blossom. This to me is a very casual, quiet luxury scent. I love the clean smelling and sweet musky dry down together with the neroli, iris, and petitgrain combo. It is definitely my style. This is the kind of orange blossom that I actually like, meaning it's very clean smelling, not really floral, but instead green, clean, and musky. I love this scent profile, especially in the spring and summertime. Also, I just want to mention that Eau Feminin by M.Micallef and California Blossom has something in common. These two are like sisters. So I will say if you love Eau Feminin, you will definitely love California Blossom as well. I will say the only difference is that California Blossom dries down more into this white and clean, musky scent, whereas Eau Feminin dries down a little bit more floral. Like the main note that I get from Eau Feminin is orange blossom, whereas with California Blossom, it's more of the white musk, and the orange blossom and the neroli are just in the background. Nevertheless, these two, in my opinion, are definitely ultra feminine, quiet luxury kind of scents that I enjoy so much. California Blossom, I would say, is quite underrated and I find it to be truly beautiful, and I think it needs more hype. Performance, I will say, is moderate. It lasts long on clothes. On my skin, it lasts around 4 to 5 hours, while on clothes, it can last up to 7 hours. And same thing with Eau Feminin, but with Eau Feminin, I think this one lasts longer. And if you actually overspray, this can even leave a beautiful scent trail. And yeah, I love these two fragrances and definitely quiet luxury kind of scents. Right, next up is a woody scent, and this is Liis Bo. Guys, in my opinion, this is like the epitome of quiet luxury, woody edition. So if you're looking for like a dry, a little bit foresty, woody scent that depicts quiet luxury vibe, I highly recommend you Liis Bo. I love the fact that this is not that loud and bold. However, it's just perfect. I love that the performance is moderate because it is that moderate performance that gave this fragrance that quiet luxury vibe. Basically, this to me smells like mm, the forest plus smoke, and I'm talking about clean smoke. There's something very sophisticated about this scent profile that doesn't dry so hard, and I love it because of that. This smells like the forest to me, but it's like the most luxurious forest that you can imagine. This is a woody scent that has a soft alchemy, giving this fragrance some resinous factor plus that soft incense as well, giving it smoky acid that is very luxuriously addictive. I can imagine myself wearing Liis Bo as a signature scent because this is definitely, yeah, my favorite DNA. Like a dry, woody scent with a little bit of smoke. I highly recommend you Liis Bo if you happen to love woody fragrances as well. And if you're looking for a woody fragrance that gives off that quiet luxury vibes. Performance, as mentioned, is moderate. However, it lasts long on skin and on clothes. Once again, Liis Bo. All right, next up, I will say is something that I will call as quiet luxury fall edition. And this is Espiritu by the House of Bo. Guys, I actually realized that this is almost empty. I thought that I still have a lot of it. I use this fragrance a lot during fall time. And if you watch my channel, you knew that this was kind of like my signature fall scent last year. This is another addictive yet meditative kind of woody scent. So aside from it being woody, there's something about it that is quite incensey as well. I think this has Palo Santo, even though it's not listed in the note breakdown in Fragrantica. Plus, it has that soft leather and tobacco nuance that gave this fragrance elegance, in my opinion. If you watch my channel, you know that Espiritu is my favorite from Bo, but I haven't tried though their newest release, Zuzu. Espiritu is just like my kind of vibe. This is a perfect, quiet, luxury fragrance that I think you will enjoy if you love soft incense and woody kind of scents. There's something about it that is quite soothing, and I just love it so much. I think the name Espiritu is perfect for the vibe of the scent that you will get out of it, and I think that this is a beautiful and ultra refined, quiet, luxury, woody, incensey scent. Once again, Espiritu by the House of Bo. Performance is outstanding as it lasts on me more than 7 hours. I find this fragrance to be unisex. So that is the video for today, guys. Those are the quiet luxury perfumes that I highly recommend. The perfumes that I feature in today's video are actually my favorites because I really love and enjoy the quiet luxury scent profile. Yeah, let me know what you think of it, and if you have any perfumes in mind when it comes to quiet luxury, I would love to know in the description box below. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, guys, and see you on my next one. Bye.